And we are back. House of the Dragons. The season 2 finale. And friendly reminder, there will be a break in content between the season 2 finale and the start of season 3. It's basically just like a week off, more or less. I have adult responsibilities that are calling that I need to handle, aka jury duty. So I'll be dealing with that and then come back. House of the Dragons. We're going to have some fun for season 3. We'll try and get those reactions out as quickly as possible. And remember, it's episode by episode, so basically it's going to be one a week, so the content will be dialed down a little bit. So by all means, hey, go ahead and hit those support buttons. You know what they are. As always, to help continue to support the channel, like you guys always have. Appreciate y'all. But look, last week's episode, or should I say last episode, Alicent basically retired. Hopefully out of the picture forever, but I'm too optimistic. Not likely going to happen. We had Alan claim a dragon, or Adam claim a dragon. I keep getting them mixed up. Adam claimed a dragon. Alan is the one who works on the ship with Corlys. I'll get this right eventually. Then we have Hugh Hammer and Ulf claiming dragons. And of course, Ulf decides to do a nice joyride right above King's Landing, piss off everybody in the city, and get good old Vagar to chase him basically almost all the way to Dragonstone, only to then just have to kind of turn around. But now they have a very good idea of what's been happening over at Dragonstone, because, you know, we just took Vagar basically to go scout out and see what's going on ahead. That, well, Rhaenyra's got a bunch of dragons, so we need to do something ASAP if you are the Greens to go ahead and fix what's going on. So I'm assuming this episode will finish off with everybody like putting on battle armor or something, just so we can kind of like have a teaser going into season 3. But, you know, we'll deal with that when we get there. Let's do further, and let's engage.
Break the blockade and it will benefit you.
Do you think that we lack for buyers for our tapestries and perfumes? We sell where we please, blockade or no. Essos is as rich and is as vast.
It seems you need us more than we need you.
Yeah, I don't think you're really in the driver's seat for this negotiation. So, good luck. The Triarchy's, playing hardball with you.
Prince Regent may have me hanged for this.
With the armada we send now, you can topple the Prince Regent and sit the Iron Throne yourself.
That frank smile was kind of like, yeah, no, like, one Vagar, entire fleet. One Vagar, all the fleet. Well, that's one way of burning off steam in an unconventional sense. Yep, one dragon versus a whole city. And it was just like someone playing with a magnifying glass on an ant.
Gods are cruel, Your Grace, but I hope you can see the urgency.
No. I am the king. Why must I run?
Because the Prince Regent is going to kill you.
Fair point, I guess. Fair point. He would definitely, you know, end us all.
You're not alone.
My cock is destroyed, did they tell you that? Yeah. It burst into flames like a sausage on a spit.
Do not despair, Your Grace. There are better days ahead.
I don't know, man. After that, just blows off. I don't know what days you're talking about. They aren't today, or tomorrow, or the next day. You get the point. Did we not prep for our little side excursion here? Did we just literally take no food, no water, and then thought we were just going to happen upon a dragon and just ride one?
What are you doing here? Remove your feet from the table.
I'd rather not. Ulf.
It's not up to you. Ulf.
Who's it up to then? Boy.
He is the Prince, Ulf. Prince Jacaerys Velaryon.
Prince Jacaerys Velaryon. Right here. Who'd have thought it?
He lives here.
I'll have an apology from you.
Oh, the young prince! Look at that hair. As dark as they say.
Yeah, okay. I was giving Jason a lot of guff last recording about him hating on the low folk and the common folk. If Ulf was doing this to me, I would probably be pretty peeved too. Right now, he's got to kind of feel like Squidward dealing with all of SpongeBob shenanigans on the daily of just constant irritation.
Vagar has ever been our foremost threat, and she is now overmatched.
Vagar's not his only dragon.
The third brother is untested. He's never left Old Town, and his dragon is younger than Vermax.
But a dragon nonetheless. And you forget another.
Helena. She does not ride. She has no taste for it.
She may yet be compelled. And her dragon.
Dreamfire. Hatched when the Conqueror was king. She is formidable. Still, Helena is no warrior.
Yeah, Helena is no warrior, and if anything happens to her that isn't of her own choice, we riot.
My ship is no longer the Sea Snake. She was a testament to my own glory. I've given her a new name. The Queen who never was.
Oh, you named it for your wife. Oh, what a guy. Shout out Corliss. He's getting a lot of W's in these last couple episodes.
Sir Alfred Broom has come to see you.
Interesting.
I am sent as an emissary from the Queen to ascertain your movements and your intentions.
You've arrived just in time to see my new army.
We're going to play this lovely game of, oh no, my wife came to check on me, and now you've just been caught doing the thing you said you wouldn't be doing. But instead of, just the usual, like you've been out gambling too much or hanging out with the lads too much, you've raised up an entire army. Ain't that neat?
While you have mustered an army, Rhaenyra has faltered, turning aside from our judgment and taking a course I myself deem reckless.
Rhaenyra will chart her own course, for good or ill.
But you are a leader of men. If you declare yourself, your lords will follow you.
I never took you for a turncloak.
My man did not take being sent away kindly. In fact, he goes, you know what? This whole women in charge thing, no, it's really progressive and futuristic, but just not for me.
Put an end to this madness. Let no vessel come or go from our harbour without our inspection.
This will hinder the work of the fishing boats. The people depend on them for sustenance.
They will need no sustenance if they are slaughtered by the enemy. We must all make our sacrifices.
I do love how you have at least one lord who's like looking at him like, do you not realize that if the small folk riot, we don't have enough men to stop them all?
The Prince Regent, Your Grace.
Helena, here you are. Mother.
I was just going to bed.
The Crown has need of your service.
Now.
The pretenders raise new riders against us, and we must answer in kind. I need you to fly with Dreamfire to battle.
If you send Helena to war, we as a fandom will riot against you, Aemond. I'm just saying.
You wish to rule the Seven Kingdoms, but you rain ruin and death upon its small folk when you've been insulted. Because it makes you feel strong. And now you seek to corrupt your sister. Of all our line, the gentlest and most deserving of your protection.
Who will protect her if she cannot protect herself?
And who will she be if her mind is broken?
It is no longer our rule that is threatened. Our very lives, would you not have us prevail?
Not like this.
Maybe that's why you shouldn't have started a war. Just saying.
Do you think nothing of your oath, Lord Commander?
I think of nothing else, my lord.
I think of nothing else because it's the one thing I keep continuously breaking.
Do not think I have no shame in me, sir. Desire for women has brought me grief after grief.
Because you keep picking women who should not have you. You're literally the women you're supposed to protect. Protecting them does not mean having relations with them, Kristen. I don't think you understand that.
Or rather, my philosophy was this. To protect the righteous and dispense justice on the rest. But now, you saw what I saw. The dragons dance and men are like dust under their feet.
You kind of had a whole entire life to realize this? Because you were up close and personal with a lot of them? I don't know how that never sunk in. This is the Lord of Castle Rock, by the way, who is mud wrestling with a pirate. She is literally just playing with you because this is entertaining for her. Having a pirate get to humble one of the most proud and rich men in the entire world, gotta be kind of fun.
They are an insult to us. To what makes us Targaryens. If any common lout can ride a dragon, then...
That does not make me common. Or you.
Because she has common sense. You, unfortunately, are a man born with an ego, and you didn't learn to check it at the door, even though your dad had an ego, and well, look where that got him.
And in resenting it, you only diminish yourself.
Easy enough to say. I've heard the whispers the whole of my life.
Then prove to them that you are worthy. Get up and take your place by your mother's side.
God, do we hate that when they're so right? You just have to sit there and just kind of give them that side look. You're like, damn it.
To the gullet on the morrow!
So we all just gonna get sloshed and then go out and have a major battle the next day? I guess no one fights so pissed off as someone hungover, eh?
You are a handsome man, and you have proven your worth and virility. I wish to have children by you.
My pardon? That escalated so quickly, that was so direct. You feel like you were just hit on by a man at a bar where he just literally tells you what he wants to do to you, and you're like, why'd you say that out loud? Don't do that.
I want you to fuck my wives.
How many words do you have?
My boy's gonna die from snoo. He's Thailand. I didn't know he had it in you.
You'll fly in 2 days' time. The strongholds of the usurper, Old Town and Lannisport, and their armies, all must be subdued. Alone, without allies, you will have no choice but to surrender.
You wish for us to kill innocents.
And so many.
It is hard. But it cannot be helped.
All of a sudden, he's very eager to be like, yes, send them to battle. Whatever happens, happens. Even though if they all died, you would lose the war immediately.
The Prince Regent cannot defend against all of us.
I'll take him on myself. Silver Wings a goer she is. We're afraid of nothing. Even if you are.
There will be time enough to see which one of us is a coward.
I said more of these little birds.
A knight will comport himself with grace at the Queen's table.
Best make me a knight then.
Okay, Ulf is wearing thin on everybody. Even me.
Do you never sleep, witch?
I'm going to the God's Wood.
Seem to be bothering her. Also, how did you get in here? Did we... Or are you just someone who just kind of goes about as they please? That was a green man. Everybody else saw that? No? Hope so. Okay, we're just having flash forwards. I believe that's Brendan Rivers. The biggest of flash forwards, if you know, you know.
It's all a story, and you're but one part in it. You know your part.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Seeing the others, seeing your line will eventually ascend the throne, and that Rhaenyra will become queen no matter what happens. That would humble somebody exponentially.
We will lay waste to Daemon and his army. Let our enemies see that we will answer outrage with outrage.
And if I refuse, will you burn me as you did Aegon?
Yeah, your siblings kind of know where your sins lie, so for you to sit here and be like, pretend to be shocked that you knew you burned your brother, not really all that shocking considering you wanted his inheritance and you've wanted Helena like this entire time, but because you were second born, you got nothing. You had to take everything that you wanted from there.
You say it's treason.
Aegon will be king again. He's yet to see victory. He sits on a wooden throne.
Yep, everyone just write down notes. Aegon will become king again on a wooden throne, which kind of sounds like a wheelchair, kind of, which would be weird. Put everybody in their place real quick. It's like, oh, okay, so the queen is here. Whatever. Oh, the queen's dragon's here. Best behavior, everybody.
I see you have done well here.
They are sworn to me, and not a moment too soon.
And to whom are you sworn?
We're really gonna do our public fight in front of everybody? Royalty.
You are the true queen, Rhaenyra. First of her name, protector of the realm. I am meant to serve you, and all of these with me, until death, or the end of our story.
And he did the thing. He has one actually vivid dream, and he goes, this whole treason thing I was planning, out the window. Fall the queen to the end. I will note everyone was a little late on taking the knee, but good job catching up.
Ine arli credruchas? Separ borolias.
Yukikos Gondaur, Silulan. My queen.
Their relationship is so freaking peculiar. It makes no sense, and yet they're both so headstrong in the worst of ways. It just makes sense.
For every one of us who falls, 100 of them, there will be no mercy. We fight for our queen.
She needs someone who can rally the people in ways that she never could, and for some reason, Daemon is that guy.
I wish to set out on good terms with my first mate.
Have I been remiss in my duties?
You've done what is asked of you, and more. But you are curt, silent, and the men find you distant. You cannot lead if you do not inspire.
I never asked to lead, as you well know.
This feels more like parenting of someone who feels like they're going off to their death than like anything else we have going on here. He really wants him to like understand what true leadership is from the front before something happens to Corlys.
Is this the help you offer after all these years? A reminder to be grateful.
I mean no offense. You may go.
Do you know what it was like for us? To grow up fatherless? To be sneered upon as bastards? Never sure of the bread to feed us? Do you know what hunger does to a boy? What grief does? Or shame?
You are dismissed.
I sold fish in the market from cold dawn until sunset, putting by coppers to stave off the winter. And I watched the man beside me walk past with his son and heir, with the fur around his shoulders, choosing sweetmeats to eat after supper by the fire.
Yeah, he's gonna give him a piece of his mind, as he probably should, because this is what happens when you just have kids and then you just go off to go gallivanting around. Someone or something will eventually come back to nest or come back to roost, and Corlys is a good man, but perfect he certainly is not.
Now you wish to suddenly to scatter the crumbs of your favor. I am an honorable man, and I will serve you because I must. But if it is all the same, I will decline any offers of help.
Good for him. I mean, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. He's been alone his whole life. Only him and his brother. Nothing's going to change that. Regardless of the fact that Corlys has finally decided to parent, I'd say 20 years too late.
You have done what no one else would dream of, and you have been rewarded. The gods favor you. They put the means to victory in your hands.
Girl, get your honeyed whispered lies out of my ear. You are literally only telling me good things about to happen when we are about to likely go off into the bloodiest war Westeros has ever seen. You're saying that we're favored? I don't think the gods give a rip, to be honest.
Begging your pardon, Your Grace.
I had to see you.
What are you doing here? Go away. Go shoo. Go jump off a something or whatever. We don't need you, Allison. Be gone.
Why have you come here?
Because I lost my way. Or rather, it was taken from me. All those I put my faith in, my husband, my father, my love.
It's very, very much too late to be, oh no, my evil, backstabbing, conniving father led me to do this. You're a woman in her 40s. If you're still listening to what daddy tells you to do, you're not very bright, are you?
Shall you cast your son down and rule alone?
No, I do not wish to rule, I wish to live. To be free of all this endless plotting and striving.
Obviously. Yeah, it's much too late to be like, you know what, I kind of want to sue for peace. I kind of want to, do things better. There's like 10,000 or 100,000 dead men, women, and children, all because you decided to have an insidious plot on the day that your husband died. So, bit late to say, hey, I'm sorry. Take backsies?
Helena as queen will be the crown's authority. If you come then to King's Landing, I will see to it that our guards throw down their arms. We will open the gates. We will shed no blood. You will enter as a conqueror. Already you have the stronger hand. Once you take the throne, this senseless war must end.
What of Aegon?
He's broken beyond recognition. He lies in the dark, in pain and terror. He has many faults, but he still heeds his mother. I believe I can prevail upon him to bend the knee.
There's everybody else. Yeah, no, still? What do you mean? Allison, you've never been a mother. I know you have kids and you did the whole song and dance of all that stuff, but you never actually raised them. You never actually nurtured them. You never actually cared for them. All those acts, kind of important in how a child's going to respond to you as they grow and as they age.
You speak as if from a distant dream.
Come with me.
Come with me? What? What? Why does everyone keep saying this to Rhaenyra like she's actually going to go? You killed my son, if you haven't remembered. And there's been thousands killed in this war. If I just go, oh well, and just walk away, what do you think is going to happen? Honestly. And that's your first and only shot you're probably going to see of Daemon this season. Everyone is gearing up to go to battle. Regardless if Alicent is trying to gear out of it and get out of there before, all of the sins of the past come to roost. And there's your shot of the Winter Wolves. And you're going to see plenty of them probably in Season 3, and they are going to, they're going to pack a wallop. And there's the Triarchy ready to set sail and go to war, led by Thailand of all people. Did not have that on my bingo card, will not be winning that anytime soon. that is the dragon known as Sheep Stealer. And I guess we're going to have some revisionist history, and we're going to have, I guess, Nettles completely being written out. Well, Aegon made it out in time. Otto seems to be in some sort of prison, which is right for him, but again, who is holding him is the million-dollar question. Overall, that, for me, was a really disappointing end to season 2. The writers seem to have any kind of idea where they wanted to go with the direction of things, so to try and leave it on a cliffhanger that's supposed to wait for a year and a half, if season 3 doesn't come out with like the opening episode being an absolute banger, it's going to be kind of hard to rectify the direction in which we've gone now that we have Alicent just kind of being like, yeah, I'm just gonna throw everything down, you can take charge, it's totally okay, as opposed to the Alicent who's been steadfast for the last 2 seasons, and that no matter what happens, the High Towers will sit the throne, and now we have to deal with 7 dragons basically versus 1, which kind of is weird that it seems to be kind of, well, it's 7 versus 3 because Helena does have a dragon, but doesn't really use it, doesn't really care much for it, very peaceful soul, and then we have Daron, who has been just gone over in Old Town for the longest time, whose dragon is just now big enough to, take out and about. So that's going to be interesting to kind of factor into everything. But again, Ulf is a wild card for next season. Not really sure how to feel about him. Hugh seems pretty steadfast that as long as the small folk are taken care of, he's going to kind of steer to whichever side is doing that. And then, of course, we have Adam, who's very steadfast, and Alan, who finally gave his biological father a piece of his mind. So we're all headed for a big battle. Everyone keeps talking about the gullet. Be interesting to see ultimately what happens with that. You guys know what to do if you want to enjoy more content from me with my reactions to that. All the usual YouTube metrics, all that good stuff. I will be back once season 3 has begun, so I'll see you guys basically in a little over a week. See you then.